welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be ranting about drivers. I got earrings. I haven't worn them in 4 years. I'm wearing them for the first time today. Magic, 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 magic. There was this time a couple weeks ago when we were going to turn, and this guy, I swear he was like in his 50s or 60s, was going this way. So we couldn't turn until this lane went. And he was the only one in that lane. So he's going like this. He's like, let's move like a turtle. Let's move like a snail. Let's not try to do the speed limit and, get to your side so we can turn into where we need to go. How well can I, get these drivers aggravated? I don't know. So he pulls up next to us, and so we're just like, why you stopped? Do you really have to stop? Honestly? He stopped right so we couldn't turn and go around him. He literally stopped, like if this was our car, he was right there. So we couldn't just back up and go around. We had to turn this way. He pulls up and he just goes like this. What did we do to you? You're gonna shake your head. As we're trying to turn, we're minding our business, honestly trying to turn, and you're gonna be such a jerk and just stop and shake your head at us for I swear 20 seconds. And then, he starts going. And we're like, okay, we can finally turn. And then he stops again and he shakes his head. And I'm just like, can you keep going? You're driving, you should probably keep driving. You shouldn't stop in the middle of the road so we can't turn. No offense, I think if you're driving, you should have, consideration of the other person. Because I think it's kind of rude if you just stop and shake your head. So you're just like, nope, you guys can't turn. I'm gonna take my time. Obviously, if we're meaning to turn and we're in this middle of this road, obviously, I get it. You're the only one in that lane. So you didn't have to, go a certain speed so the person behind you wouldn't hit you or anything like that. You were just choosing to drive slow in the middle of the road while we were literally minding our own business waiting to turn. Why? And so we eventually turn and I'm like, great, okay, we're away from this guy, he's we turn right around the corner, same guy. And I'm going, for this day, obviously I had a deadline, so I had to be somewhere. And you're gonna stinking show up in front of me, drive as slow as you can. Pretty sure you recognize the car, because you just stopped by and went, I'm not gonna let you turn. Until a minute later. So then he's driving slow. And I had to be somewhere at 4, and it was already I want to say 3:50. So I had 10 minutes to go all the way across the other side of town. And he decides to drive, he decides to put his car in turtle mode and go, you shouldn't necessarily put your car in snail mode and turtle mode and make the person behind you really aggravated when they have to go all the way across to the other side of town. Even if I was going 5 minutes away, you shouldn't still drive super slow when there wasn't a weather warning, there wasn't traffic, there wasn't anything that necessarily you had to go that slow, and you're gonna, choose to do that. I That's just rude. It just blows my mind how someone could just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna decide to be a jerk today. That's not how they talk, but you know what? I had to emphasize it. If you could tell in my face while you were shaking your head that I was aggravated, why are you gonna push it? Like, why are you probably recognize my car behind you. Well, not my car, but you probably recognize my dad's car behind you. So you're gonna stop and decide to drive like as slow as you want. I say like a lot. Wow. It just aggravates me. And then another time we were driving and so we pull up to this red light because it's a red light. And you know what? On red lights, you should probably stop. That's a good, rule to follow. Until this car, I swear, was going like 70, just, what was that effect? Okay, just zooms by, and I'm just like, and it wasn't a highway, it wasn't like, it was like a normal like public road and you decide to go 70. What's the point? I know I'm raging about speed limits now. But it's mostly about drivers. And then there was another time where I don't like the people when you're driving behind someone and then they just automatically stop and then they decide to turn their blinker on. You could have turned your blinker on and then stopped and then turned instead of just like, oh yeah, I'm going to stop now. Sorry for giving you no heads up. And now I'm going to turn my blinker on so I don't look like a total jerk. And, then I'm gonna turn. I'm not gonna put into consideration, that the person behind you could hit you. Like, put your blinker on before you stop so you give the person behind you a heads up that you're going to stop. And so, another thing that kind of ticks me off, like I don't drive, but I'm in the car a lot. Wait, that was a really stupid thing to say, because obviously I'm in the car a lot. Obviously, if I need to get from point A to point B, I'm in a vehicle a lot. Unless I'm walking to the dollar store, which is literally like a 5-minute walk. So there was another instance where I was at the mall and there's a crosswalk. So obviously you can cross. This car decides to go like 40 in a mall like walkway. So as I'm about to literally step off the sidewalk and walk to my dad's car, 40-mile car, I'm just like, no! Like, did you really need to go that fast? And then, I'm watching, I'm like, because I stopped and watched where the car was gonna go, because I was like, okay, you need to go 40 miles in a walkway for the mall. I want to see where you were so destined to go. Because if you're in that much of a hurry, why did you have to go that fast? And then he pulls into the parking lot. He walks into the stinking restaurant. It's right there. Like, I get it. You're hungry. But if you need to drive 40 miles an hour in a walkway, you must be like starving or haven't eaten in like 50 years or something, because if you need to go that fast just to get food, I'm sorry. It just takes me off a little bit. The restaurant's not moving. People are trying to walk in the walkway. They are moving. Literally, you're gonna get food. It's not gonna make that big difference if you need to drive slower because you might not get that parking spot. This was at like 4 in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure the restaurant closes at 9 or 10. You would have gotten your food either way. So the reason that you need to go 40 miles an hour in a walkway, this person, I hope your food was good, because honestly, if you need to go that fast, it better be good food. It better be good food then. Because if you're rushing that badly, it better be like a 5-star restaurant or something that you need to put others at risk in a walking area. It's ridiculous. A little bit. I'm really sorry if you are offended by anything that I just said. These are just my opinions on how I feel about certain drivers, because I know not every single driver out there is bad. You know, there are people who actually, you know, are respectful of like other drivers. And then there's people who are like road rage and decide to go 40 in a walkway and decide to stop in the middle of the road and just go, "You shall not enter." No. Honestly, no matter what you do, there's gonna be a driver out there who, no matter what, just feels like he owns the road and can do anything he wants. You know, there's people who aren't gonna follow the rules no matter what you do. So, you know, you can't really change it. If you're like, you know, why you're ranting about it if you can't change it. You know, it's just because I felt like I needed to share my views. Leave a comment if you have any like crazy driving stories. You want to like rage about a certain like driving situation or any kind of driver that aggravates you or anything like that, because I'm interested. Well, hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.